Hello everyone, it is I, Mordekaiser, and I am bringing you some Galio gameplay in his new skin, Gatekeeper Galio. I really like this skin. It really fits that heavy metal style, especially those gauntlets. They are heavy and metal.
Okay, enough of that. Hey everyone, what is up? It is I, Link, coming at you with a little bit of Galio gameplay, as Mordekaiser just said. And that's pretty much it. This was recorded before the Darius patch, so you're going to see him being more OP than he really is. Oh wait, they didn't change anything. Anyway, back to what's really happening. I'm just showing off some of the animations. They are the same, but it's a very detailed model and has some nice particle effects. Galio. He has really good early game. I pick up defense, and pretty much for my runes and my defense, I have 52 ability power. Now the scaling on his Q is actually rather low, but it still hits like a truck. A truck full of people. I don't know. Couldn't think of anything. Anyway, so I'm laning up top with this Darius. Him and I actually have some really good synergy when it actually comes to laning. We have a Vayne in mid with the Heartbringer skin, or Heartbreaker. Can't remember. Katarina with the High Command, and LeBlanc with... I really can't remember that skin's name. Huh. Anyway, we're laning against a solo lane Garen. Their jungle is a Nocturne. That right there is a mistake. Besides that, and you'll see why it's a mistake later. Besides that, there's not much there really goes on early game, but I stay very aggressive on this Garen the whole time. Now, looking at their team composition, since there actually are no team fights, you'll see as the game progresses, we make them rage. But for team fights, doesn't look like they have that much initiation. They just have Nocturne, and that's about it. For us, we have me. But besides that, we're going in for the first blood right here, and picking it up with the Ignite after me helping Darius. Darius taking a little bit of damage, but me staying full and able to stay in lane. The Nocturne still trying to clear the jungle, so this is actually really good for us. Now I'm going to unlock the camera now and just pan over to mid and just speed it up a little bit, because you'll see that this Vayne actually has issues going against this Ryze. I wouldn't quite understand that, because I just honestly don't know. So the Nocturne goes up here to gank and we kill him. So that happened. Although Garen does try to go after me, but with no avail. Anyway, gotta quit saying that. We have a bot lane Darius with a Varus, with the Blight Crystal Varus skin. He doesn't get fed. He actually gets shut down pretty well, because 2 ranged champions, which means that they don't really have to get next to him, which is one of the things that this Garen doesn't understand. So the Garen gets right next to him, the Nocturne goes in there, tries landing a sphere, and he flashes out of it. I'm right here. I have to flash, because I don't have my slow, and I didn't want to take too much damage. Now, you're going to see this Garen is playing way too aggressive. And actually, Darius right here, while the Nocturne just leaves, goes after the Garen, although he does die. And I'm forced to run behind turret, although I use my shield on myself, so I gain some health every time he hits me with a basic. Just enough to live, holding on by 6 health, and picking up a fresh blue buff without even having to do any work. Our turret will take some damage because of the minions. Vayne having a lot of issues in mid, and that says that. Bot actually fighting back against the Varus and Darius, so that is fun. Later game, you will see this Darius, even though he's underfed, because he does give most of his CS to the Varus, he's still really strong, which they still need to nerf him down a little bit more. The hemorrhage nerf? What is that? Honestly. Anyway, the LeBlanc does like to harass the Darius at all cost. If you watch, you'll see her portrait flashing over to him a lot. This Vayne really not able to do much with this Rise. She wants to take picks at him, but he can just hit her with 1 Q and do about the same damage. So now we're going after this Garen. I already used my speed buff. I am currently everything on cooldown, but gets picked up by the very edge of Apprehend and dropped. Nocturne nowhere to be found for that kill. Vayne in the mid having a little bit of an issue. Actually, her health dropping quite rapidly. While she's able to harass, and she could go in for the kill. She'd just have to land 2 basics and then go in there with a roll and land it. Now, Nocturne comes in, trying to gank us. I'm going to purposely attack him, take a bolt from the turret, and just try and keep that harass off of the Darius. Because I am a higher level and I have a higher health pool. Anyway, he goes in there. Nocturne uses his fear, but it does no damage because of my shield. Now, using the speed buff to give myself a little bit of leeway before the Garen actually comes up, but he doesn't decide to attack me. I'm pretty sure this guy did not know how to play Garen. Every time I'd slow him, he wouldn't spin. It's quite weird. The Rise finally returning for items, and the Darius CSing. Well, I think the Varus is in this bush. He's in one of the bushes. Oh, actually, no, he's mid. What am I? I'm thinking of another gank. Spoilers, there's a gank bot. Anyway, what this Garen seems to fail to comprehend is what my shield does. I use it on myself, and he doesn't even care. He'll hit me with basics. He's actually healing me more than he's hurting me right now, because he doesn't have any real... Let's see, where is he? Yeah, he doesn't have any real damage. He's only got 10 from that. And he's also down 3 kills, so he's under level. Varus does come up, land his arrow. In comes our Darius, level 5 to start with. Now you're going to see this happen really quick. I pop my ultimate, pulling them in, doing some damage. He gets the kill, gets the level up, pops the point into his ulti, and kills Garen for the double. That was an amazing kill. Not really. Darius is overpowered. Anyway, let's just watch Rise, because up top we're just going to push turret a little bit. Actually, I think I'm up there getting some CS or wasting. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pushing turret, as you can hear by that warning sound. Although LeBlanc goes in, tries snaring and destroying the Rise. Takes a lot of damage doing it, but they do take him out of lane. Darius being left alone with the Katarina, having some issues because of her bouncing blade, but is CSing. Yeah, you can't see that, because the way low replay works. Low replay needs to be able to work like... They need to learn, or at least make it, where it acts like spectator. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'd be happy if they would make that, though. The most recent patch just fixed some other stuff. But down bot mid we have a couple little scuffles. But down bot, Katarina killing the Darius. Now LeBlanc gonna spam and spike out the Varus, landing her ignite, causing him to slowly die. But she's not having it. She is going to stay aggressive, get right up on him, but he's going to turn around with that arrow. She's still going to flash in there, pick up the kill, and we're going to take the top turret. We still have this Rise in mid trying to keep that turret. The ult comes in one more time, goes after Darius. Darius is trying his hardest to get out of there, turns, hopefully trying to get the kill. He does get the kill, but gets picked up by the other overpowered Darius. As the Vayne comes by, flashes, or rolls in, doesn't have her condemn, so she doesn't push him to the wall. I do go up from nowhere and steal the kill, which I felt like I needed to. He killed my Darius. Anyway, now we're going back to mid, where the LeBlanc finally takes over. But I'm going to come in from the side and snare him, allowing her to do a nice blast of burst damage. Now we're going to be going after the Nocturne, who we do manage to pick up. She's going to return. I am going to return behind turret, as Katarina is going to stay in mid. Darius is pushing turret and getting some nice CS, while the Vayne is contemplating where to go, but she actually starts jungling. Now, as for my build, this is around the time the Athenes came out. Yeah, this is the patch the Athenes came out, so I was trying that. I'm building an Aegis of the Legion, you'll see later, but I do have 2 parts for the Athenes right here. That is pretty much a necessity on Galio. Anyway, throwing down my throwing down my slow and shielding the LeBlanc so she doesn't take too much damage. I'm trying to get my speed up, but my speed was actually down at the time that this happened. Now there's two of them pushing mid. I'm spamming as much as I can. LeBlanc goes in there, spams. I use my ultimate, locking up the Nocturne, picking up the kill, and we pick up a single kill, but allowing the Katarina to continue and attack the turret. Well, our Darius did actually die up top. Where is his corpse? Is that it? No, where is it?
A summoner has disconnected.
Anyway, that is the first person on their team rage quitting. Garen already rage quit after he lost his turret, and the Varus just rage quit. So I'm pretty sure at this point it's only the Rise Nocturne and Darius are the only ones left. Now we're going all 5 mid, doing some damage to the turret, and now we're pushed into their base, taking the inhib at 17 minutes, and the Nocturne actually just sits idle in their base for the rest of the game. That's what I don't understand. Sometimes people just rage when they actually still have a chance. I mean, it is 18-5, and you'll see something rather cool in a second. Or not cool, but I think it's cool. Anyway, Rise vigorously defending his base, Darius getting stuck inside, actually losing to Rise. We are contemplating Baron at the 18-minute mark, mostly because, well, only 2 of them are alive and we have map coverage on them, so this is actually relatively interesting. Baron is really tanky and does a lot of damage. He's pretty much killed all 3 of us. The only one left that was Bane. That was a really good Baron pickup, and actually the surrender vote comes in with 2 votes to none right around now. So, if you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. You want to stay current, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.